When I joined the rugby team, I thought that I had met the craziest group of girls. They were loud, loved to drink beer, and most importantly, they were aggressive. I could never understand the pull that this team and that this sport had over me. Why I stayed throughout all the literal blood, sweat, and tears. What compelled me to put my body through 80 minutes of pure endurance every Saturday. I set out to make this project to examine the question of why. Why do we stay, and why do we play? This is Jersey Rugby.
I actually, one sec. I actually wrote a paper for one of my friends, and it was about rugby. But he asked me a question like, "Why do you play rugby?" I wanted to read it to you.
Yeah, okay.
Can I read it? All right. Um, so the question that I was asked was, "Why do I play rugby?" That's an extremely hard question to answer. I've been playing rugby for about a year now. I can't imagine myself doing anything else. I was never really allowed to play sports in middle school or high school. I was considered a liability because I was too aggressive. When I entered my sophomore year of college, I was recruited by a good friend of mine to give rugby a chance and go to one of the team's practices. I immediately fell in love with the sport. After playing rugby for quite some time, I can now say that I love rugby because it's not a sport to me anymore. To me, rugby is a lot like life. I can have the ball in my hands and be running down the field feeling unstoppable. When someone tackles me and I hit the deck, I'm vulnerable, lying there exposed. Suddenly, my teammates are there, not just over the ball, but over me, protecting me. They're prepared to put their bodies on the line for me, as I would for them. I play rugby because my teammates became my family. With a sport as violent as rugby, I earned my sisterhood, fighting with every bone in my body as they fought for me. With rugby, the team is one single entity, one organism. We're not just a group of individuals. We are one living, breathing entity that can deliver a mixture of beauty, athleticism, and violence. Rugby is brutal. Right when I think I have it all figured out, it knocks me down again and again. After fighting so hard, I realized something most people never will. No matter how hard I get hit or how many times I get knocked down, I will get back up, and I will always get back up. Yeah, that's why I play rugby.
I say Jersey, you say rugby. Jersey!
Rugby!
Jersey!
Rugby!
I say punish, you say them. Punish!
Them!
Punish!
Them!
When I say win, you say now. Win!
Now!
Win!
Now!
Line down three. 1, 2, 3.
Play!
Why did you stay?
I just became so close with all like the older girls on the team, and I just felt so like at home. Like I did club lacrosse, and like I never really got close to any of the girls, so I didn't do that this semester. But then with rugby, it's like we all are like family.
Yeah, as gay as it sounds, we kind of are. And after last semester, I enjoyed just going to practice, even if I hated it. I needed that kind of release, and it was a good stress thing, to hit people and to run and stuff. So yeah, hitting people is fun.
Do your parents support you playing on the team?
My no.
It's a tough one. My dad thinks it's hysterical. He semi doesn't believe me. He lives in a different state, so he's never really seen it. I sent him pictures, and he knows that it's a thing, but I don't think he's actually wrapped his brain around it.
Yeah, they think it's really funny that I decided to play rugby because I used to dance. So they're just like, "Where did that happen?" But yeah, they're supportive, I guess. They don't want me to get hurt, but.
That's funny, Ronnie. That's funny. My parents don't know I play. To this day, they saw some pictures on Facebook of me in a uniform. To this day, they think I just push paper for the team. I just do paperwork and send emails.
My parents totally expected it. They're like we saw this the minute you went away. You'd been talking about this for a while, and then when you told us you joined rugby, we're like, all right, when are the games? We want to come see you beat the shit out of people. And I was like, thanks, Mom and Dad. Okay.
My parents didn't know anything about rugby, and quite frankly, neither did I. So they're just they still haven't come to a game because we've only had one, but they're really wanting to find out, and my parents have been watching YouTube videos of how stupid that is, but I don't know, they're pretty supportive.
Come on, Angie! Oh, shit! You can't stop her. What?
One rookie this semester who played Pee Wee football when she was until
Who's
middle
that?
school, Angie. And she came out and like her first game, she just completely
God,
kicked
she
ass,
was like,
and her
"I'm ready for
tackles were
this. This is
amazing.
Coming onto the team, I was a little nervous because one, like it's a new sport, and two, I only know really like maybe 2-3 girls on the team. One at least I was really close with, and then I got closer with Kaylin. But I was just nervous about it all, and then after the first practice, everyone immediately was just like, "Oh, like here, let me teach you how to do this," and like really encouraging and like, "You're doing a great job, like keep it up," or like, "Here's some things that you can fix," and like I immediately felt welcomed, and like I had so much fun, and so obviously like I kept going to practices and stuff, and it honestly just got better from there. And now like I see other rugby people in the dining hall or whatever, and I'm like, "Hey, like what's up?" and like I can have a full conversation. And like I used to play softball, and it was just really awkward all the time every time I saw other girls from the team, because they were like, "Oh, you're just like a rookie," like whatever. But I really enjoy rugby, and the girls really made me like the sport more because they're so friendly and awesome to play with. But I mean, yeah.
We have a bunch of different girls on the team. Like some of us are in sororities, a bunch of us, I don't know. We all come from like different like backgrounds, and then rugby's like the one thing that like brings us together.
And it's like it was really awesome like freshman year when like 6-7 of us like went out for the team, and we all stayed friends, and we all live together now, and like there's such a bond on the team that no one's excluded from the team. And if you're new, like there's so many different people that you can bond with. We all have different majors. She's international studies pre-med, and I'm education and Spanish. And there's people who have art, history, nurses, that's
biology,
a big one. And there you have like common interests, and everyone's different, but we all like come together, and like this is what we love to do.
Yeah, we definitely love playing.
Like I think I'm just gonna miss like Saturdays. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do
After
on
the
Saturdays.
games, all hanging out.
Yeah, just like
stinking drink.
sitting in a house, drinking beer, not showering, and being like,
Just
my
everyone
body
together.
hurts so bad. Like I think
We're
I'm
all
gonna
in it
miss
together.
like 6 p.m. on a Saturday, just like being really sore and talking about the game, just being like, that was
And how
so
sick it
cool.
was,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think I think that just like Saturdays in general, the whole day. I'm really gonna
Saturday's
miss
a
that.
rugby day.
I think I miss the team the most, because this is a very group-like effort when you play. Other sports you don't necessarily need other players, but the way rugby is played, you have to have your backs and your forwards working together, and your forwards, they need to be behind you, they need to be backing you up. So I guess I really miss the team and the fact that there were so many people there to back me up, and I mean, I guess the tackling too, because that's always a great way to relieve stress.
I like the sport itself, but at the same time, like, you know, the bonds we made, the whole team sport dynamic.
I think it's just like piling in a car with a bunch of people that you're friends with, and like
On an awfully early
yeah,
Saturday
like
morning.
7 in the morning, and like singing the whole way there,
to a
and
kickoff
like
that's 3 hours
being
from
really
now.
yeah.
The place is 2 hours away.
Being really like nervous together and just like hang out, and then getting there and like playing as a team, and like
learning the sport,
driving
just
home,
meeting everyone.
Yeah, like driving home together, and like everyone hangs out. Like
Honestly, my favorite part of playing is just being on the field and literally fighting with your sisters, you know. And my favorite part of playing is that you earn your stripes, you earn your sisterhood. It's not just given to you. You fight for your team, and they fight for you. It's my favorite part.
Favorite part of playing rugby, knocking bitches down.
yeah, I just love the sport. I do like that you can hit people and it's allowed, but
It's just so different from
Yeah.
what we're used to. And also the bond it creates, like any team sport really. Like you know you're gonna get that part out of it. So we really love each other, and it's come a long way.
I started this project as a way to showcase the team, to show the world the craziest group of girls I had ever met. I had never set out to explain the sport of rugby. I was always interested in the team, my team. In the end, I realized that this project is my way of saying goodbye. I spent the last 4 years of my life dedicating my time to this sport and to this team. Most college kids spend their Saturdays sleeping till noon and dying in the library. I spent mine waking up at the crack of dawn, driving to the middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania just to play rugby. and I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm going to miss Jersey Rugby the most, because even though we fall into these categories of double trouble, or the E-board, or freshmen and seniors and rookies, we are still one team. Yeah, we fight and bicker, but when we're out there on that pitch, my teammates know that I have their back, and I know that they have mine. At some point, they stop being your rugby teammates or your rugby friends, but your rugby family. And all I can say is, Jersey Rugby today, Jersey Rugby tomorrow, Jersey Rugby forever.